We'll use it, get everyone laughing, because this one is embarrassing. TJ, I thought you could dance at this bit.
No.
TJ, are you dancing?
No, I'm not.
So come along and watch us code, make some stuff, and help you know that not much rhymes with draft. We'll make game for a laugh.
Yeah.
Yay! Welcome. So we're using ClickTeam Fusion as always, and we have set up our frame, which is our level, as being a very tall thing. And you might notice, TJ, I've replaced the star at the top with this. Yes, because we have had some input about what our main character should be, and if I shout very loudly, I'm just going to mute my mic while I shout very loudly because of stuff. Oh, there's shouts there. Dad needs you. Dad needs you. Is being echoed through the house. So here we're joined by one of my children. And you suggested, what did you suggest for the main character?
A sloth.
We're having a sloth for this disappointed game.
Yes.
Okay, and why a sloth? Nice and loudly.
Why are they so disappointed? Because they're so slow that sometimes moss grows on their arm and then they think it's a tree branch. So then they hold onto it and then they fall and die.
Yes. It's a very sad story. One that she finds that sloths accidentally hold onto their own arms thinking it's a branch and then fall to their death. Now,
I'm disappointing because
we're wondering how that happens, or whether it's a case of like... Oh no!
Is this another one of these fun facts?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's the same as my... Thank you very much. You can leave now. I'm not sure if it's the same as my apples have the same caffeine as coffee, which we found out was a lie. I'm not sure. We'll leave
need
people
to research this now.
We can. We'll get the people out there. You guys watching, you find out. Do sloths kill themselves by accidentally holding onto their own arms because they've been slow? So, TJ, look at this. Oh, no. Wait for it. Look at this.
Sloths are very cute. I'm glad we're doing a sloth because they don't get enough attention.
There we go. That's a little sloth.
That is adorable.
There we go. And look, I did a little walking animation as well. There we go.
I want one as a pet.
There we go. So we're gonna carry on with that. And all I did was all I did was use my my wealth of knowledge from Pixabay.com. Got some copyright-free artwork, which I had to draw the legs on because this little sloth was looking out a window. So I drew some legs on, and then I moved one up, one down, and just alternated.
It isn't a very fun fact. Yeah, it's a little bit of a sad fact.
It's not no. We wouldn't.
If it's true or not.
Oh, TJ paused there. That's great. I think you should do that more often, TJ. Go if it's true. I think it's a new catchphrase.
Doing it. I wonder.
Don't know.
Is it my
Anyway. TJ kindly got me a lovely backdrop, and so I'm just going to open it up if I can find it. Oh, and it's on.
I was going to say I painted it myself, but I think everyone would know that's a lie.
Oh, wait a minute. It's not that. It's here. Disappointment. Okay, there we go. Got a lovely background of some trees. There we go. So now the thing is, the issue is that we are climbing up and up and up, and we didn't manage to get a picture of trees that's that high. So what we're going to do is we're going to be extremely lazy and I suppose not put much effort in. I'm going to put this at the very top, set the Y position to 0 to move it right up here. I'm going to order it to the back, which I've already done, so it goes behind everything, and then I'm going to, in the runtime, make it not follow the frame so it always stays there. And also, because it's so vivid, I'm going to do alpha blending coefficiency and set that to 128 to make it a little bit more misty, so it's faded out and the white background is now a bit visible through it, which makes it look a bit misty. So if we can see our game, we have a little sloth guy there. Oh, look, and the tears. I think maybe we should get the tears to actually come out of his eyes. It might be more helpful. And then we can go along, climbing up and up and up. And it's not too bad. The trees, I don't think you notice too much that the trees aren't there. So there we go. Look at this. Sloth guy's on it. Sloth guy's on it. Apart from I've done it too quickly. I'm gonna have to be. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back.
No.
I climbed too quick for the level. Here we go. Cool. Right. Okay. And I'm trying to get up to 10,000, aren't I? That's how high we set it. And I'm currently on 1,200. Anyway. Oh, look at this. It's going to be really disappointed going down this far.
Oh, no.
Oh! Sadness. Right, okay. So these tiers just look ridiculous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get them to actually come out of his eyes. And I think we could use something... When we create lots of small amounts of something, we use something called particles. Now, particles. What kind of... In games, what kind of objects are particles, TJ?
So particles, they're actually physics based, and you can design them how you want, and they kind of like spray out of the center of wherever you set them. But you can actually they generate, so it actually generates loads of the particles you've set. You can adjust the speed of it, and it's to give a nice illusion for. You can use it for smoke or bubbles. That's a popular one.
There we go, and that's a bad use of the particles emitter there. A lovely fountain of tears. So what you want to do is you probably want to have a quick look at the settings, and let's have a look at the settings of what we can do.
I feel really bad for this sloth.
From a point, yeah, we'll make it so that it comes out here. But then the angle, in terms of crying, I assume that you're only going to cry in cartoons, sort of up like that. So if we say that only that way, so let's have a quick look now. Now that's still ridiculous, and also the fact is the tears aren't facing the right way because I've drawn this teardrop going downwards, and I probably should have drawn it facing the right way. So let's rotate it like that, flip it over. There we go. And I'm going to make it so it's symmetrical, so that it doesn't matter which eye it comes out of, and make it a bit smaller. There we go. There we go. And also, if I want to make it a bit see-through, what would I use, TJ?
The blend coefficient.
Yeah, alpha blended coefficient. Although they don't write alpha there, but yeah, how see-through it is. So let's make it a little bit see-through. Oh. Although I just realised I made the. I just realised I've got two things happening. I've got the cry object here, which I've made see-through, and then I've got the particle object, which I haven't changed. So that was my fault. I'm going to delete the cry object. Get rid of that, and let's put it back in here. Yep, pop it there, and set the center point to be there. Right, now let's see if he cries a bit more effectively. Yeah, it's a bit of a better crying. Although my machine's struggling to cope with the amount of tears, so we'll make the rate to be slower. So let's ask a question to you lovely viewers out there, and just ask them in terms of when was the last time you remember crying? When was the last time you remember crying, TJ? If you want to share.
Honestly, last night.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Yeah, we had some bad news sadly last night, but.
Is that canine related? That news?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very sad to hear. It's really sad when pets get ill.
It's the thing. It's one of the things. Especially when you can't like see something coming. I guess it's a shock thing as well.
It is. Well, it's and I think it's linked to disappointment as well, isn't it? Sort of when things are going at one level, you're like, this is good, and then something comes to bring you straight down. Yeah, definitely. The last time I've cried, I must have. Oh no, I had cried. I had a really stressful time in a job that I was doing, and someone was really nasty to me, and and I remember coming home and just being really down and just crying before sleeping and just being really sort of upset. And I remember that. But the one time I remember crying in front of a lot of people was as at a playtime when I was in sixth form. I'm not sure we call them playtimes, break time in sixth form. I was stood next to this metal pillar chatting to someone. Someone kicked a rugby ball. It hit me in the head, and my head bounced off the thing. And I tell you what, the pain, I just couldn't stop, the tears from coming. So yeah, maybe not as much as this sloth cries, but let's see. So there we go. There's some tears coming out of the sloth in a very.
May I just remind chat of something really quickly?
Do it.
Don't share usernames in chat, just because obviously Facebook is a public site, so we don't want you guys sharing your information for games and stuff. So please don't share usernames for games and stuff. Make sure if you
private message people that you know.
Parent to parent, get your parents to contact the other parent about it. That's what we want you to do. So remove them, guys.
Yeah, or TJ will, if he has the ability to. I
don't think it's letting me for some reason. I'll double check.
Okay, maybe at the end of the video we'll do that. So I'm just going to always set this to be on top of him, and I'm going to turn it off creating at the beginning. So this create particles at the start frame. So I'm then going to say that always we will position this. So position, select position, and it's going to be in this dude. Do you see it's centering down his feet? Now I'm going to drag that up. So the relative 2 is still relative to the player, but we've moved the coordinates up. So it's moving across 7 and up 83. To put it in the right place. So always position it there. It's invisible. And also when we say that if the direction is greater than that, let's turn it on. So then we'll say particle creation. It says 1 to turn on, 0 to turn off. So 1. And then what we'll do is we'll just have to create the inverse of this rule to turn them off again. So if the direction of this little dude is equal or less than 180, and when we were doing it, I'll just, I'm not sure I can, go on, I can. I'll just bring up a little thing of what we're doing here. What we found is that with directions, when we're facing this way, this is angle 0. So when we're facing up, that is angle 90. And when we're facing left, that is angle 180. And so all this range up to here, which ends up being 360, which resets back to 0, all this range here is when our character is going downwards. So if the direction is greater than 180, then they're going any one of these downwards. And if it's less, then they're going upwards or across. So do you want to save changes? Nope. So then we'd want to turn the crying off. If it's less, then let's set crying, and it says here, turn it to 0 to be off. Okay, now to make this even more exciting, TJ, I'm going to add in some wonderful sound effects. So we've got, we had an expert sound actor come in. What is it? Voice actor come in, make some noises. Okay, and we've got this great noise. Okay. And this one.
Ah! Yeah.
And you might recognise that,
Where did you find so much?
Short notice. Just 3 minutes before the show started. I don't know. But I do recognise that, it does seem similar. So if they're going downwards, we'll get them to sigh. If they're going upwards, we will get them to be happy. Now, you might spot there'll be an issue here. These rules get run 60 times a second while the game's running through, so we might have a painful sound happening here. Let's see. Right, so we've got a slight issue there of tears.
Slight sloth issue.
Slight sloth issue, and also the fact that this cry is getting created as well. So I'll just delete that so it doesn't get created. So I'm just going to insert a rule saying only do this once while event loops. So not just once, that'll only happen once in the whole entire game, but once when event loops. So when it gets right that. So now if we run up,
special condition.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
Now it's hurrying a bit too quickly, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
And also,
yes,
the pace of the game just seems a little bit dry and boring, which is okay, I suppose, for a sloth. But let's add some music. So we're going to play and loop a sample. Now, this music here is not the MP3s. That's a certain type of music file called a MIDI file, multi-instrument device interface, and those files are really small and they sound really horrible, and they only work in Windows, so we're not going to do MIDI files. We're going to get some full quality MP3. And where do we get this from, TJ?
Incompetech.
Incompetech. Go on. You were going to say which is...
it's got royalty-free music. So if you guys are making a game, you can use that website and get some music for free. Yeah.
Now this really adds to it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Oh, and I also think when he's crying, he should probably shut his eyes, which means that I have to. Let's load up some Photoshop. I might not need to actually. I could just do it in Clickteam Fusion. Clickteam Fusion for editing, for image work, unfortunately, is rubbish. I think it's probably the best word to use for it. TJ, do you think? I'm going to paste this in. You just don't get a very good range of tools. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use the eyedropper tool, the color picker as it calls it, and just see if I can draw over. Oh, I can. Yeah, good. There we go. Just need to make him look a bit more sad. So scrunch his face up, and then went a bit too far there. And Photoshop's loaded on my other screen, and I can just close that now, which will probably just... there we go, it's gone. And make him a bit sad. Okay, there we go. Let's try that. Yeah. Oh man, I've got a stand too far away. Can make it. Yeah. That's a bad move. Yeah. I can't climb up it.
Quite a range on this sloth.
Yeah. There is.
Yeah. What Photoshop do we use at Impact Gamers? What version do you use?
Well, we have paid for a version recently because we've been doing quite a bit of work for a charity called Night Stop, and we need to do quite a lot of multiple functions on photos. So we paid for a license, which we couldn't quit out of. TJ, I was paying monthly $9.98, and then I was like, all right, finished using it. No, there's a get out payment if I haven't used it for a year. So we've got it for a year. But Photoshop Elements is nice and cheap and contains most of the stuff we need. And there's GIMP, or the Graphical Image Manipulation Program, GIMP, that's free, that will serve a purpose. Any other photo editing stuff?
I know that on tablets you can actually get a version of Photoshop Edition, and it lets you do quite a few things. So if you've got a tablet or even your phone, you can do it on.
Yeah, it just missed the name of it. So Photoshop. Just Photoshop or Photoshop?
I think it comes under, if you just type in Adobe Photoshop on your phone,
they're
I think
free.
There's two. I can't remember the two names of it. I think one's called Creation or something.
And then there's the paid for one.
There's many different versions on your phone you can get for free.
Great. Okay, so this sloth is working there. This sighing is happening far too quickly, and the is happening far too quickly. So I'm going to choose a different rule, and I think it's a great point to introduce TJ's chocolate challenge.
Ooh. So the chocolate challenge question is, when you are disappointed, what?
It's pause. Pause. That's a great question. When you're disappointed, word up.
When you're disappointed, what do you guys do to cheer yourself back up?
Cheer yourself back up. Okay, yeah. So, answer. What cheers you up from being disappointed? And so, TJ, what cheers you up from being disappointed?
I either try and do something to distract myself, or I'll purposely try and swap my mood by putting maybe something funny on, or some good music, or positive, maybe to fix the situation, or like try and make it better. But one of them things, depending. Great,
yeah. Watching stuff. Like watching comedies is normally a good thing for me. I've got a very funny thing that I can show you afterwards, TJ, which makes me laugh. But it does have a swear word in, so I'm not going to share it now, because swearing is naughty.
Naughty.
And they could have probably made it funny without being rude. Naughty. Yeah. I'm not sure people do see swearing as naughty now, but it is rude. Right, falling. I've added a value, ultimate value, to the sloth. Every time he's falling, it's going to count up. And every time he hits the ground, it's going to set back to 0. So we know how long he's been falling for. If that makes sense, does that make sense? It counts up as he falls down, and when he hits the floor, it goes back to 0. So if his falling is 0, he's stood on the platform. If it's 10, he's been falling for 10 cycles of the code. So we're going to then say that we only play his falling sound when his falling gets bigger than, greater or equal to, oh no, just maybe even equal to, and then it's only instantaneous. Equal to, let's guess 50. We'll add the sign. Okay, and then we can say that if his falling is bigger than 50, like 100. Oh, have I lost TJ altogether? No, he's there. He just didn't blink. He just didn't blink. Just like a pause. Just so quiet.
I was that focused on the comments.
Yeah, I know. I think it's
Oh no!
There we go. It's a fun game that you can play in your Zoom meetings. Has the signal gone, or have they? Are they just being stupid? Right. Okay. I saw that someone on Zoom changed their name. It changed their name to buffering, and then turned their camera off. And when you turn your camera off in Zoom, it just says your name. So they just wanted to make it seem like they were chucked out the meeting in a lesson. Anyway, let's get this guy to scream. Yeah. That's good. He didn't do the but let's see. Let's see if this goes down. We do need to make this harder. Can we have a Can we have a suggestion? Can we have a suggestion about something to make it harder? Maybe something to knock him
chat.
off.
Come on, chat. What will make this game a little bit harder for curveballs? Just give us a suggestion, something to make it a little more difficult.
This falling is not adding up. It's just not adding up. So I'm going to try that of when falling gets to 6, and then when falling gets to 12, just to see if that works. I should really turn on the debugger, which is already turned on, and then have a quick look. Ultimate values. Falling is at 0. When I jump, falling goes to 1, and no higher than 1. Interestingly, why is it not going higher to 1? Add 1 to falling. Set falling to 0 when you collide with the floor. Only one action when event loops. I don't want that anymore. Sorry. That's where it lied. So let's say when his falling is, let's say 100 and 200. Let's try that. So now if we have a look at his falling, if we have a quick look. Oh, that's not the right object. Here we go. Falling is 1. Yeah, it gets to about 30. So if it's more than 30, he's fallen more than he's jumped.
So we've got some answers in the comment section.
Yes.
So sweets, chocolate, playing games and watching TV helps one person feel better when they're feeling disappointed.
Yeah.
Playing online and talking to friends and eating.
Yep.
So we have some common ground in the comments with what makes you feel that. I do the same. I sometimes talk to my friends online. I'll play a game and try and like immerse myself in the game. So yeah, these are good answers.
Great answers.
Oh, and another suggestion for the game itself is give the platforms a timer, and then they disappear.
Ooh. That would be good. We've got the fact that they fall down at a certain speed as well. The thing is, it is too easy to jump on these platforms. I'm gonna suggest, so let's do that with the platforms, that they only exist for a certain amount of time. So the easiest way for that is that if we give them a value of existing, and then just if we use the counter, the timer to set a frequency, how often something happens. then we just add to the counter, add to the existing one, a new condition. If there existed, this is hundredths of a second. So if they've existed for what, 3 seconds, greater or equal, then we'll destroy them. So let's just see what happens now.
Yeah.
Well, that was just not long enough, but I do think that these fall too quickly, and so let's just make this a lot faster. Let's just get them to go down 5 times faster. Seems a bit too quick, but let's try it. 5 times faster.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh man, this mental. He moves too slowly for that. Let's not do 5 times faster. Let's split the difference. 3 times faster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it can't jump that high.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh wait. This. There we go. It's almost there. I think if we up gravity, so that I fall at a faster rate. So if I'm going to up gravity 3 times, and make my jump strength higher to allow me to jump high enough once gravity's upped. So strength is 90. So let's double it. Ish to 200, 90 double 180.
Yeah.
Whoa, you mentalist. Right, that's maybe not double it. Obviously, the jump strength doesn't relate exactly to the gravity.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah.
See how quickly he falls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, now we've got the issue that the screen doesn't scroll fast enough. So let's have a quick look at that rule. That moves back.
Yeah, because we do scrolling slightly differently, I believe, in this game.
Yeah.
We normally do so.
Because I don't want to.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
pants. This is.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure the game's possible, but it's definitely getting more enjoyable.
Yeah. 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 The face is creepy.
Well, I think we're almost there. I think it just needs a bit of game testing, which we know is really valuable, to work out how high we can actually get. Because the whole thing increases in speed, so we'll just need to check that to see if I can get to the leaf at the end. Bit of instructions. Should be good to go. Thank you everybody for building a game that hasn't ended up being disappointing. Just for that, the floor. Now you don't really have a clue when the floor's going to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so you can tell. What I'll do is I'm going to add some frames into here. So these frames are not the level. These frames are animation frames. So I'm just going to do that.
So let's put a quote in the chat. Whoa, 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 you mentalist. Impact Gamers 2020.
That's good. Yeah, well, I'd just like to say that we do actually care about mental health conditions, and I do apologise if I caused offence by calling the sloth a mentalist just because gravity was impacted so much. But yeah, this yes. Yeah, good. Right, okay. Now we've got 3 different frames, 3 different pictures, and we can set the speed to 0 so they don't play through. But what I can do is I can say always set the frame, the animation frame, to be whatever it's falling values, falling. What existing things. So it goes up to 300, and we've got 3 frames. So let's divide it by 100. So I'm going to times it by 0.01, which is the same. I'm going to floor it. Now, floor means rounding down. Ceiling means rounding up, and round just means rounding normally. So we're going to round it down, but we're also going to add an extra 50 on so that we can tell. We can tell just before it breaks. So there we go.
Yeah, because rounding by default is if it's 5, it goes up, and anything below 5 goes down.
Yep. There we go. Crack. Crack. Gone. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Great.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm going to have to pick a winner, but it's very difficult because the answers are very similar. But how do we do this? I mean,
you just close your eyes and click one and say, well done, you've won. And then you find out you've accidentally subscribed to some kind of craft kit through the post on Facebook.
In fact, they are the exact same answer, just in the opposite order. I've just realised they are literally the same answer.
They can both win. They can both win, TJ. Although one of them is going to randomly get sent some standard Galaxy. So there
okay. Well, we have 2 winners. I will message the 2 winners.
Woohoo. Let us know an address to send them to. It takes about a week to arrive, so hopefully you'll still be hungry
get
then.
Some of the snacks to help you.
Yeah. Good. All right. So thank you for joining us for this. We've managed this. I think quite a neat game that we've managed to do. We'll tidy it up, upload it to igamers.io, and hopefully we'll add the link.
How were the sloths? Were they very disappointed?
The sloth was so disappointed that he falls to his death. Yeah. To see.
And apparently has a slightly creepy face.
There you go. Sad sloth. He is. He didn't scream that time though. At least. It's even more worrying. Okay, great. So take care, everybody. Have a good weekend. We'll see.
Thank you all.
See you online next week, and stay safe this weekend. Any wise words, TJ?
If you do feel disappointed at any point over the weekend, know you've got chocolate on its way to help you with your remedies that you've said in chat.
Good. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
This is the intro we did for the show, but we're not musical, as you may know. So we'll keep it just for a bit, as we do have words that kind of fit. If you can, make a better one, send it in, and that'll be fun, because we'll use it, get everyone laughing, because this one is embarrassing. TJ, I thought you could dance at this bit.
No.
TJ, are you dancing?
No, I'm not.
So come along and watch us code, make some stuff, and help you know that not much rhymes with draft will make game for a laugh.
Yeah.